Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of the UIM Completionist. We're starting right where we finished the last one off at the big red tree. And the plan to start today's episode is to get to making mature brews. That is the piece of content that I, and I'm sure many other players, never tried. And you need a mature Greenman's Ale as one of the requirements for Master Clues, and since we are currently smashing all of the stashes, I thought that would be fitting. And also because I had to drop a pretty developed Master Clue not too long ago, and I'm still salty. So for the mature ales, we need to do the trouble brewing minigame. Actually, we don't need to do it, but it increases the chances from 5 to 36%. So that is kinda a no-brainer. And a big downside for trouble brewing for UIMs is you can't have anything in your inventory, so we have to go and visit Hespori. So I hope you'll enjoy. Alright, so I cleaned out my inventory as required. We played a game of Trouble Brewing. We got 102 pieces of 8 because some sweatlord was making rum. What a loser, am I right? And now, the kicker. So we will be buying the stuff in a second, but imagine I wanted to join another game now. So I could click join team, and I can't because I have pieces of 8 in my inventory. So what this means for UIMs is after every game, I have to go and dev bank again, and then come back and get 100 pieces of 8, and dev bank again, etc, 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 etc. And some items are ridiculously priced, but I'll get more into that when we get to actually grinding Trouble Brewing, because for now, I only want this. I'll buy one, and we will dev bank the pieces of 8, and this gives us a 36% chance for the maturity of our brew. So if we hit it, then we saved 52 pieces. And if not, we can have another shot. And if that fails too, we will go and play another game. Okay, so I'm here at Keltagrim. We just got our ale yeast, and that means we have ingredients for 2 batches, because I just read, and that is complete news to me, that there is also a fermenting vat in Port Phasmatis. I thought it's only in Kalphite, but that's great because that gives us 2 chances, and the mature ale can really take a long time to ferment. It's between like 1 day to a week, depending on how you get into the cycle. It doesn't make too much sense to me. I'm reading that off the wiki, but I guess that should make sense if it's on the wiki. So I will be reading how to do it step by step. So first we use 2 buckets of water on a fermenting vat. Then we use 2 barley malt. And now is the most important step of the process. We can use the stuff. If we don't use it now, we cannot use it later. So the chances now are increased like 7 times. Then 4 Harlanders. And finally, ale yeast, and that should be it. It's now fermenting. One thing that I'm not sure of is how to check if the ale is actually mature or not. I guess one way to try it would be to get just 1 glass of it, but that would waste an entire glass because I can't really bank it. And yeah, if we get the mature ale, we get 8 of it stored in one of those barrels here. So if we hit the mature thingy, then we have enough for 8 clues. And I guess we don't have to wonder anymore. I had to spend a couple days at Redwoods because work has been hectic, and as I come back with a master, we already got a Greenman's Ale step, so let's check both of the vats and see if we got lucky. I guess we don't have to wonder anymore. If I just examine the fermenting vat, it says that the vat is filled with mature Greenman's Ale. So let's turn the valve to get it all into the barrel and use the glass. That should give us 1 glass of mature Greenman's Ale, and there should be still 7 in here. So we have enough for 7 new clues, and maybe we even got lucky at the Port Phasmatis location too, so that would be amazing. And you know me, I just had to go and check. Let's see the Port Phasmatis vat. Doesn't look like the one in Keltagrim. I think this will be the regular... Oh, it's still fermenting. Alright. Okay, then. Yes, RNG giveth, but RNG also taketh away. We got the Varrock Castle Zamorak Godsword Step, so that clue goes to the ground. In this video, I feel like pivoting a little from our stashes goal, and I'm gonna try some minigames. So here's Sleeping Giants quest done. Pretty enjoyable little quest, quite fun. And we're gonna get started on the Giants Foundry. While my main UIM is out there in the Giants Foundry making swords, I finished the Christmas event on the free-to-play. It was honestly very fun, but I had to drop a lot of items to pick up the event rewards, so let me just quickly reorganize the inventory and I will get right back to you. Okay, that was a little hectic in there with me dropping half my inventory, and now that I am settled, I wanted to talk a little bit about the Christmas event. It was really fun. As I said, it was 3 mini games pretty much, and they actually have a little bit of replayability that I really like to see in all the events, so great job to all the JMods that coded and designed the event. Clap, clap, clap. And as for the rewards, they don't personally appeal to me. One cool thing is the festive Nutcracker staff. It really looks good, and if it had an option to autocast, maybe like the Goblin staff, this one, Cursed Goblin staff without any runes, I would actually maybe sometimes splash with it, even though it's more runes just for the looks. But since it doesn't, I don't think it has any use. And we also got some party hats and Santa hats, and they don't... Actually, I don't really like them. They're... I don't know, the Santa hat feels flat and small, and the party hat looks just way too old. Granted, it was from Classic, but I think it's still time to retire my current look, which is this, the ghost face mask and the anti-Santa boots, because there are 2 items that I got, that I checked holiday items from Diango now, and I noticed the elf slippers, and I think they fit pretty good with the free-to-play range gear. And also from today, this year's event, the festive games crown, I think looks pretty good and pretty fitting for my current outfit, so this is what I will be rolling with for now. And as for the Santa hat and white party hat, we cannot get it back for a year, so I think I'll just accept the loss and drop it over to this person that's in Drainer right now. And the Christmas crackers are 160k each, so I will drop one, so maybe this person can sell it on the GE, but I also always wanted to use one. Oh, I can't because I'm an iron. Oops. So I guess you get 2. So I've played the minigame for a bit now, and I generally feel like I know what I'm doing. For high-level UIMs, the best method is 12 myth-plate bodies and 9 Addy. So I just use my max cape or construction cape to come to Prifddinas, and you purchase the plate bodies from Aneirin. He has 4 myth and 3 adamant in stock, so that works out perfectly for 12, 9 in 2 world hops. And then I minigame tally to Giants Foundry. For now, every time I finish with 3 games, this is enough plate bodies for 3 games, the minigame tally is off cooldown, so that works out perfectly for me. And then I just go in here and start. And the start of each game is also pretty solved. You click commission to start, then you set up 3 parts of the mold. As you can see, I already purchased some molds, and then you put 4 mithril. This is also pretty solved because you have to press 4, 4, 4, 3 for 4 mithril and 3 addy. Then you click pour, you can start running down, pick up your preform, and then go here, and I quench it twice, and this is always enough to start working on Trip Hammer, because Trip Hammer is always the first step. As you might have noticed, I also switched my left click options to the faster versions of the actions. So left click is dunk and left click is quench, because I rarely use the other options, so why not? To be honest, the hardest part of the minigame seems to be just not losing quality randomly when I need to click on my other accounts. Here's the first step towards the minigame completion. All the sword molds unlocked. None of those actually gives a collection log slot, but they do give increased points when making the swords, so that is fantastic and will help me get the actual collection log slots faster. Plus, the series is called UIM Completionist, so I figured, you know, we need all of the molds for the completion. And honestly, this is the favorite part of the minigame for me, the times and the quality you get at the end when you turn in the sword. This is the first time I got under 5 minutes, and granted, it's not the highest quality, so it's not gonna be a PB, but I didn't make a single mistake. It was just a setup of the sword. But first, under 5 minutes. This kind of timing, similar to all the agility courses, for example the Priv one, just kind of pushes you to try and grind a little bit harder to get that lower time. Well, otherwise I would just AFK probably. Yes, great design, Jagex. Got enough points to buy a piece of the Smith's outfit. We're gonna start from the cheapest because unlike most other outfits, this one actually doesn't scale. Meaning, usually the bigger pieces give a bigger bonus, but for the Smith outfit and for this minigame specifically, every outfit piece gives the same bonus. And they can also be combined with the ice gloves. And I was told that the ice gloves version is also storable, so yes, very, very nice. Here's the boots, the trousers, and the tunic, and now with the full outfit the minigame should speed up by a lot, so now we just need about 7,500 points to finish all of the other rewards. But I just wanted to mention how cool this outfit looks. Definitely, in my opinion, one of the absolute coolest looking outfits in the entire game. I think it would fit perfectly with like a Bandos halo or something, but I see BA doing Glassman standing for that, but this is amazing looking. And to tie everything up, here's the last sword made, 4 minutes for quality 147, and that should be enough points to purchase all of the remaining rewards. My PB is also on the screen for my future relevance. 3 minutes 52 for quality 162 and 191 swords made in total, about 8 mil down the drain for some collection log slots. To me, a perfect trade. Collection log slots are just too important. So let's buy the Colossal Blade, the Kovacs Grog, the Ore Pack, and one Smithing Catalyst for a bunch of slots. And you might have noticed that I left 2000 points in the shop for the double ammo mold. I will be keeping this in the store as a kind of saved up collection log slot. For when we have a bunch of steel bars, I will just buy this and then drop it after. I don't really have any place to store it except here at the shop, so I think that will work out perfectly. So we are finishing with 8 out of 9 slots filled and 1 ready to go. Oh, and I almost forgot, what do we get from the ore pack? 30 coal, life-changing. So after Giant's Foundry, I found myself here on Mulch Island, which is home of aerial fishing, and I'll be doing this for as long as I can stomach it, because I'm sure you know that if you ever did this, that this is some type farm levels of annoying content. We still need 4 collection log slots from here, one of them being extremely expensive, the fish sack. So I'm not sure if we will finish the log here, but I'll try to get at least one thing. A pretty gigantic milestone on the free-to-play UIM. 30 million ranged XP. We got the golden tench. It happened when I was playing EverQuest, so I didn't want game effects in the clip. But yeah, it's worth 100 pearls. Another pretty much free slot once we turn it in, plus the slot for the tench itself. Finally 170 pearls, which means if we sell the golden tench, Let's get 100 pearls. Yes. That's 270, and now we can buy the pearl fly fishing rod and the pearl barbarian rod for 2 new collection log slots. I have some great news, everyone. We finally have some information from Jagex regarding the Wilderness boss reworks, and that's coming out 25th of January. And I believe that the KQ Dragon Pickaxe will be coming at the same date. So I am commencing early spring cleaning. 25th of January is about 2 weeks from now, so I need to be ready. So I will be dropping some junk to my reg, some mithril darts, some dragon darts from TOA, mahogany logs, and some onyx bolt tips that I can't be bothered to process now. And we'll be using those crystal keys on the elven crystal chest in Privdinas, and actually, not only we have a very slim chance on a piece of the dragonstone armor, but also I actually need one of those uncut dragonstones, and I'm gonna tell you why in a second. There is one thing that I would like to use up from my inventory, and that is those ancient shards. I could just drop them to the ground, but I think using them up would be very beneficial, because we're gonna use them up at Necrials, and they are every Iron Man's favorite creature. They drop fantastic gold, prayer XP, herblore XP in the form of seeds, and they also drop heart clues. So I will be trying to get all the heart clues, and very, very rough maths gives me about 20 heart clues from those ancient shards. So I will try my best to do those 20 heart clues, because we still need those for our stashes goal. And that is why I'm making myself a ring of wealth. That's because I really, really can't be bothered picking up those coins manually by hand. So I'll just use the ring of wealth, because they drop quite a lot of raw GP. Yes, so that is basically it. I also have 1000 pure S that I want to turn into wrath runes, so we can cast the demonic offering for the ashes. So that is the last thing that I want to do now. I will make some wrath runes, and I will be back with my Necrial setup. Finishing up the last batches of wrath runes, and I just wanted to showcase a quick, very UIM thing. As you can see, I'm not doing this with perfect efficiency inventory, because I decided to bring my caskets and blood runes and a looting bag full of stuff. That's because all my other stuff is dev banked. And I'm also doing this in full armor. To be honest, if I had the Guardians of the Rift outfit, I would probably use that, but since I don't, I'm going with full armor, and I have all my most important stuff on me, so just in case I disconnect somewhere in this area, I wouldn't lose my absolutely most important stuff. I have a couple hundred runner seeds in the dev bank that would absolutely suck to lose, but losing my, I don't know, lance or other stuff, or 500k blood runes would probably sting even more. So this is my extremely scuffed Necrial setup. As for the gear, I saved one inventory slot by making a completely new arc light. Turns out you can do that. So my original arc light with its original charges is at the stash unit, and I don't have to carry the Amulet of the Damned with me. And also I'm not carrying a nose peg, which means I have to take the longer way here to the Necrials at the top floor, so I don't get absolutely smacked by those specters. But with those 6 free inventory slots and barely any food, we still have to carry 5 different rare seeds. I was tempted to just plant them along the way, but it would be great to see them at the end. I've also saved my initial prayer XP, and I deposited all my gold, so we're just starting with 1 GP, so I can see how much we get at the end, if I can even manage that with an inventory so cramped. We'll see. First little small inventory tweak. I've been in the Slayer Tower for about 20 minutes, and I ate no food at all. So I guess I'll be dropping all of those sharks, and that is 1 more inventory slot saved. It's day 3 now, and we have made 2277k, the max total level GP. And that is to say, we actually made no money at all, because on the first day I got PK'd in the wilderness, and I bring my max cape with me to speed up the process. It was a terrible 3 back-to-back wieldy steps clue, and I got PK'd on the last one. You can even see the casket in my inventory. You know, that kinda happens in the wilderness, and I had to fork out 2.2k for a new magscape, so we are essentially back to 0. Alright, so that is my 30th heart clue, and I ran out of rough runes quite some time ago. I just didn't go make more because look at my inventory, it's atrocious. And we are also running out of Arclight charges. We have like 3,000 left, so I think it's safe to just drop this. I will consult my own notes with how many seeds and runes I had at the start, and I will come back to you with a summary and a clue opening. Alright, so here is the Necrial Grind summary. This took a little bit over 1 week. And here are all the things we got. We got pretty much on the dot 10 mil GP. That is not counting that magscape we lost. So that's about 7.8 mil of pure profit. 10 mil if that accident wouldn't happen. And we also got 620,000 prayer XP. I was using the Sinister Offering spell for vast majority of it, or is it Demonic Offering, I think. But at the end I ran out of Wrath runes, as I said, and I just didn't bother making any new ones. And as for the runes, we got 8,000 Chaos runes, 3,000 Deaths, and 2,000 Blood runes, which is, you know, a little nice addition. And now for the seeds. We got 200 Toadflax seeds, 105 Avanto seeds, and then we got some Quorum seeds, 78, 163 Irids, 18 Dwarfs, 30 Cadantines, 29 Lantadimes, 48 Snapdragons, and 9 Torstol seeds. And if I just fill my seed box, so they go to where all the other lower level seeds are, that leaves me with 5 slots that I still have to use up, so we will have to plant all of these seeds before KQ comes out, KQ rework comes out, and that is in about 6 days, so I will have to do a lot of herb runs at work, but that shouldn't be that big of an issue. And we still have those caskets to open. If you know me, I will be keeping those 20 masters, but we need to open those mediums and hards for the bag space for the boss, and bye-bye. And we still need to take care of all the master clues we will be getting from those mediums and hards, so I will get right to that because that might take a long time. We didn't gather those medium clues in this video, but well, it's a slot that's taken up by the caskets, so it has to go. Let's quickly check the collection log. I have 64 med clue uniques in the log. It would be great to get some elegant or unicorn masks because they are rarer than the rest. And for the items for our stash goal, we want a Bandos cloak. As you can see, I already got it. So we will not be getting a pop-up, but I shoved it in the POH and I can't get it out, so I don't actually know if we really want to get it now, because that would be another dead inventory slot, but if we get it, that's great. That means I don't have to rush medium clues for stashes anymore. Let's pet the dog for good luck on the clues as always. And let's get started. Unique number 1 on the first clue, Mithril Plate Skirt T. I'm telling you, petting the dog. Probably we should go to the falls again, but petting the dog is the play here. And unique number 2, Crier Bell. Back on the falls. Let's hope this brings good luck again. Adamant Plate Body G for our unique number 3. And we already got the Pendos Cloak. Give me a second to pick it up. But yeah, that is pretty much everything that we could have wanted from mediums done for now. And we still have 56 to go, so pretty happy already. Another unique adamant plate body H1. I believe that's unique number 4 and also our collection log slot number 666. Very evil. I try to change the scenery for those clues often just so it's easier on the eyes and a little bit more interesting. And we are now in the new oasis, I think is for a new quest or something. Anyways, looks pretty cool. So I hope the uniques are coming in hot. Since, you know, we're technically in the desert. Haha. Wizard boots. Boots table, very cool. Not the money boots though. And we got the Armadillo cloak. I believe that's all the cloaks on the medium. No, there's still ancient cloak. Sorry, spoke too soon. Adamant Kite Shield G. Honestly, I lost track at which unique we are. You'll have to excuse me. And honestly surprising, the first master of the medium clue opening. I actually don't know the rate of masters off the top of my head. And well, I can't do this clue. I could save the clue opening because the Dragon Pickaxe is coming in a week, but I think I'll just drop it. If it's first step, it's meant to be, you know. Hiding here in the green grass to summon the green boots. Let's hope for the best. Elegant. Oh, I already had that. Rip. But Zamorak Miter. Very nice, very nice. And a Saradomin Miter back to back. I am back on track with the uniques. This is number 9 from the mediums. We have 21 left. Can I get to 10? Yes, number 10. The green boater. 2 clues later. And here at the unicorn's cage, let's hope for a unicorn mask. They're one of the rarest items you can get from mediums. Double the rarity of any other unique. Green D'hide Body Tea, very nice. And Cruise Scroll Master. Let's see what the first step is. Vigora. I hate it. I got probably the worst Vigora spawn that I could. I think since the master needs me to go to the wilderness, I'll just drop it for now and we will open the 11 remaining mediums. Oh, wizard boots again, great. And another master. Let me quickly check actually, because if this doesn't require me to go to the wilderness, then I will just do this one, because I am extremely lazy. Let's open the others in the meantime. Ooh, a genie. What a clip, so much going on. Let's drop some stuff we don't need. This is what happens between the clips, actually. Me just alking a bunch of stuff. Bankies can just shove stuff into their banks, but I cannot. Oh, it's just a Dragon Defender. Great, so we will just do this master then. Let's open the rest here. A black headband just before the last clue, and the last one, nothing new. But we got a lot of uniques. A lot of uniques. I lost track again. We started with 64, I think, and now 76, so that's 12. 12 medium uniques. Let me just get my bearings here. Got my bearings, did my masters, and now I am at Varrock with 30 hard clues to open. If we quickly check the collection log, I feel like I say that every time, but we have 68 uniques with 200 hard clues opened, and I am hunting for 3 things for our stashes, and that's a Bandos plate body, a black dragon mask, and any rune heraldic helmet. So these are the things we are on the lookout for. Let's pet the stray dog because they deserve our love too. Let me face turning the camera, and let's get into the opening. Master straight away. Alright. No, I'm not doing this. Think of me what you want, but I am not doing this. Yes, we got the Rune Heraldic Helm. We got it. That's one of the stash items. Oh my god, I'm so happy. This opening started kinda on the wrong foot, but everything's right in the world again. Robin Hood hat. I already had that, but that is some good GP for the reg together with the Ancient Blessing. I'm not sure if I have that in my POH, so I'll just keep that. Very interesting clue. Good to have. Rune Defender Ornament Kit. If this was 2013, then I would probably be much happier than I am. But, well, collection log slot. Heaving bag. Okay, and we got the stole we were hunting for in the last episode, or 2 episodes ago. I don't really remember. And the master clue. Follow the bard. Alright. It's the Dragon Defender step again. Bando's boots step. So another master clue goes to the ground. I feel like I'm dropping about half of the masters that I get. But while doing it, we did get a mystery box. Oh, a medium. I can turn this into Watson, actually. Alright. 12 hearts to go. Rune Shield H4. Considerably less uniques from the hards than from the mediums, it feels like, but at least the alks are very good. And a Rune Plate Skirt G. Alright. Now the uniques are coming. 5 clues remaining. Let's get something, maybe. No, doesn't seem like it, but we still got 5 new hard uniques. So that is really great and fine by me, and we got a pretty good amount of coin from all of these alks, about 1.5 mil, I'm gonna say, after alking all this, plus a good bit of GP for the reg, so I can't even be mad. Yeah, once again, I'm gonna take care of the inventory and be right back. So I think I'm gonna spend the last couple of days before the KQ changes at Redwoods. Enjoy some peace, quiet, plant all of those seeds, and mentally prepare for all the hardcore PVMing we're gonna do. There is still the matter of making the stash with that helmet, and for that we need a granite shield and a split bark body. But I think I'll just do that 1 or 2 days before, and that will be in the next episode. So I wanted to sincerely thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, hopefully you had a fantastic day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.